Hey everyone, as always, Dylan Miller Prospecting, and it's Paydirt battle time again. And this one is actually going to be a review, just a lot of reviews for one seller. And that's Flower Gold Wizards, a fellow YouTuber, and I wanted to try out one of his bags, but I couldn't pick out which one. So decided to get all three of them and do a battle. And we have the Black Poison bag, as well as the Rigby bag, and also the Flower Gold Wizards bag. So we're going to go through all three of these, see which one is better, for me anyway, and then maybe you can pick out which bag you like the best as well. So let's go to the overhead, but first, here's the descriptions. As you saw, no description whatsoever, just a title and a price and a place to pay. So I have no idea what's in these bags of Paydirt, how much they weigh, if there's any gold or how much, and we'll just have to find out in the end what I do get. I will say I did get a ton of stickers as well as 3 Youper lights, which was really cool. I can add those to my son's collection. I don't know if everyone gets those. It's not in the description. My secret shopper did order 3 bags at once, so I might have gotten 3 Youper lights because he ordered 3 bags. Now, out of curiosity, let's just weigh these up to see. 8.9 ounces for the Black Poison, Rigby bag, 7 ounces, and the Flower Gold Wizards bag, 7.9. So let's open each one of these up, check them out real quick. And I did have to color coordinate all my pans because I'm going to be going through so many of them. That one doesn't want to open, so we'll cut it open. I will rinse out all these bags in between before the end of the video. And lastly, the Flower Gold Wizards bag. We're just going to cut it. So here we go. They all look pretty much equal in material except for the classification. I heard a lot bigger rocks appear in this one, which was the, oh, and there's also a dime in there, a mercury dime. So there you go. That's awesome. My favorite dime. And some bigger rocks in this one. Let's check them all for some magnetite. This one looks really heavy in black sands. And this one definitely has a lot of black sands in it. Let's check out the Rigby. And again, a lot of magnetite. And lastly, well, if you like panning out magnetite, these are definitely some good bags for that. Now, I am going to assume there is going to be a lot of panning in this video, so I'm not going to show myself classifying these down. We're just going to cut, and we're going to be right back. Okay, all done classifying, and as you can see, they all step down to the majority of the material being in the -40, and then next up being the -20 plus 40. And not very much material in the upper classifications, but as you can see, the Rigby's and then the Flower Gold Wizards bag definitely have more. I didn't see any gold in any of the Paydirt while I was classifying it down, so hopefully in these bags that have the upper material, I might find a little bit of gold. But I'm assuming, even on all 3 of these bags, the vast majority of the gold is going to be in the lower 2 classifications. But the only way to find out is to pan it out, so have my water, have my pan, and I have all of my Flower Gold Wizards $55 bag here, and we're going to go through it first, then we're going to do the Rigby's bag, and last and finally, the Black Poison bag, because anytime anything's called Black Poison, you want to save it for last. So let's get started and listen to some music. Well, finished panning everything out as you saw, and I have to say I was really hoping one of those bags would be an easy bag to pan out, but none of them were. And we'll talk about that in a minute. For right now, let's show you the gold I found. Now, in the Flower Gold Wizards bag, I found some gold, a nice bit of gold. In the plus 10, all I found was a dime, and I'm assuming that's a Herkimer diamond. I'm not sure though. Nothing in the minus 10 plus 20. A nice little pile in the minus 20 plus 40. And a really nice pile in the minus 40. And then in the Rigby bag, again, all the gold was in the bottom two classifications. But I did find a Mercury dime again. Nothing in the minus 10 plus 20. Tiny little pile. And a bigger pile. And lastly, in the Black Poison bag, again, only gold in the final two classifications. I did find a Mercury dime as well as a small piece of silver. Another small bit of gold and a lot of minus 40. So let's start weighing these up. We're going to go with the Flower Gold Wizards first, and we're just going to weigh it all up. We'll start with the plus or the minus 40. 0.440, and then we'll add this in, and you at home can do the math to figure out how much was in there. So 0.670 in the Flower Gold Wizards bag. Now let's get to the Rigby bag. Minus 40. $0.225. And again, if you want to know how much this is, you can do the math. But the total is 0.340. And lastly, the Black Poison bag. $0.270. And there you go. 0.340. And now let's get into how difficult all these bags were to pan out. Now for all three of these bags from Flower Gold Wizards, I really thought one of them would be an easier bag to pan out. I was kind of hoping the Rigby would be a little bit easier, but they're all very daunting bags to pan out. While the water is crystal clear and it does not cloud up the water in the slightest, all the gold, as you saw, was in the minus 20 classification, with the majority of it being in the minus 40 for all three bags. And there is a ton of black sands. Even though about 25% of it is magnetized, you still have so much black sands to work through. I'm going to give all three of these bags a hard for a beginner panner, a hard for an advanced panner, and a medium for an expert panner. So pretty tough bags no matter which one you pick. And now let's just get to the ROIs and the reviews. All right, finished calculating my ROIs, writing up my reviews, and let's get right to them. Now, all three of these bags were from the YouTuber Flower Gold Wizards. We had the Flower Gold Wizards bag, the Rigby bag, and the Black Poison bag. So we're going to start with the Flower Gold Wizards bag since it was the first one I panned out. Its cost was $55. Shipping was free, so total cost right here, $55. Now the gold I recovered right here, 0.670 grams. Gold spot on the day that this bag was received was $56.43, making this gold worth $37.81, giving me an ROI of 68.75%. So not a bad ROI, little bit shy of the 70% I like, but this is somebody trying to support their channel, so I figured it would be a little bit lower ROI, but it is much better than a lot of channels do. Now, for both the Rigby bag as well as the Black Poison bag, their numbers are the exact same. Both bags cost $30 each. Shipping was free, so total cost for either bag was $30. The gold I recovered from both bags, 0.340 grams and 0.340 grams. Gold spot that the day that these bags were received was also $56.43, making both of these piles of gold each worth $19.19, giving me an ROI for either bag of 63.97%, or on my scale, a 6.4. Now for fun factor, I'm going to leave them right at their ROIs, a 6.4, 6.4, and a 6.9. Now obviously if you like a really challenging bag, these will be a lot funner than just the 6.4 because they are all three very challenging bags. For Paydirt description, I'm only giving him a 2. I'm sure he has a ton of information about these bags in some of his videos. Sadly, I don't know how, but I always seem to miss any information about the bags. All I could go by was what's in his description on his videos, which is pretty much nothing. For quantity and packaging, all three bags are getting a 7. 5 for quantity because it doesn't tell you the weight of them in the description on his YouTube channel, and a 9 for packaging because they did come in coffee bags, but each one was also individually double bagged in a Ziploc bag. For customer service and shipping, he's getting a 10 for all three bags. The shipping was incredibly fast for all three bags, and I had somebody email him and he responded really quickly, which was surprising. I didn't think he would reply that quick because he has quite a few followers on YouTube. So I figured he's probably busy all the time. But he did, so 10 for customer service and shipping, giving me total scores of 6.6, 6.4, and 6.4. So not the best scores, but most of it has to do with descriptions and the quantity and packaging. The ROIs aren't horrible when you're trying to support a YouTube channel. And now for who's the winner of the battle? To me, it would be the Flower Gold Wizards bag, just because it did have a little bit higher ROI. It is also a little bit pricier, but since all of the bags had about the same quantity, they were all just as difficult as the next, I really would just prefer a higher ROI. But if you pick one of the lower bags, you really won't be losing because the ROI is only 4% difference. Now, speaking of ROIs, I have to state, I did not include the Mercury Dimes, the Silver, the Herkimer Diamond, or the Uper lights because they weren't in the description, so I didn't know I would get them. Pretty much only calculated the ROIs on the gold. So there you go, 3 very challenging bags. I'm pretty sure you'd be a winner no matter which bag you pick. But all that's left is to flash up the score and give away a 24 karat gold plated dime. So let's flash up the score right here. Now for today's 24 karat gold plated dime winner, this right here, that's going to go to Carl Ordaway. So Carl Ordaway, make sure you email me so I can send this off to you. And to everyone else, thanks for watching. Happy panning. And if you're not already a subscriber, make sure you hit that subscribe button below.